I'm Sharon and this is Fun with Cross Stitch. Today is Wednesday the 12th of February 2025. This is flosstube number 81. So today I'm going to go through my whips. I've only worked on 7 whips. Now there's 4 whips that I never worked on, so what I'm going to do is going to put them at the end, and they're the ones that I'll be working on for the next fortnight. So I won't be spinning the wheel this week because I work on the 4 that I didn't work on, and also a couple of the other ones which I'll tell you along the way, which I'm going to put back in and do again. So I haven't stitched every day this fortnight. We did have a death in the family, very close friend, may as well be family. So I didn't stitch for a few days, so I'm a few days behind, but that's life, isn't it? It's just one of those things. But other than that, everything has been normal. We went to see, did we go to see Greece before my last video? I'm not sure now whether I saw Greece after my video or before, but it's hubby's birthday tomorrow, so I've booked Sister Act musical, so we're going into town to see Sister Act. So that's something that's been booked for a little while, so that's his birthday present, besides a few Lego pieces and whatnot. Yeah, so that should be a good and interesting night. So I won't be stitching at all tomorrow because it's going to be a full day. The show doesn't start till 7 o'clock tomorrow night, but we're going to go in earlier and have lunch, have dinner, just wander around the town and see the sights and just make a day of it. Okay, so we might get into these whips. Today's only going to be a shorter video because we've only got the whips to do. There's no haul. No, I didn't get no haul. So it's just going to be straight whips. Now you probably won't see, well, you won't see Tiger today because he's outside. I've shut the door because we have more in the household now, so saves a lot of noise otherwise. So Tiger's still asleep upstairs, so he won't be showing an appearance today. But that's okay. I got my cup of tea this morning. I'm doing this really early today. It's only 7 o'clock in the morning. So I thought I'd do it before it gets too hectic during the day and gets too hot. I mean, at the moment it's 24 degrees at the moment. Now we're supposed to hit 31 again, maybe 33, but we'll see how we go. The weather's been so hot lately, so unpredictable. We had a storm last night. It was thunder and heavy rain, so you can't pick the weather. And then during the day it's so hot and humid. You just can't pick it the way things are going. Okay, well that's enough waffling on. It's nearly 5 minutes. Let's get into these whips. Okay, so the first one that I worked on was Merry Mischief Makers. Now, this one is from Zana Cross Stitch, I think. I'd have to double check if anyone wants to know anyway. So this one's a new start. One of my new starts. I think I've only got one left to start now, and then I've started them all. But this one I started in the middle because look at the cute kittens. Now I didn't realise when I was doing it, they've got a grey outline around them, which, yeah, you can see. So what I've started on the grey outline and then the nose, and just work my way around. So I'll be working on these 2 kittens until I get those completely done. Now it's only a small one. It's only 400 by 400. So it's not going to be that big. I would like to have it done by Christmas, but can't see it. We will see how we go. But if I can get the kittens in the middle done by Christmas, I'll be happy. Alright, this is done on a Fairy Wear Boots. Fairy Wear Boots. Yeah, that's what it says. Colour Cascades fabric. Now it's opalescent, and I'm pretty sure it's an 18 count. Now let me just find the middle. Which way up is it? I should have put an arrow so I knew which way was up. That's pretty sure it goes this way. Let me have another look. That's the outline of the kitties. Goes that way. I'm a bit confused which way it's going. That's, I don't know, I'm right the way it is. There we go. So that's part of the outline of the kittens. That's the nose, right in there, bit of his eye. So I'm getting this one done at the moment. I'm going to get his head done and then I'll move over and do his head. But that's the way it started. Now I got 306 stitches done and I'm on 0.38%. But it's not too bad on the opalescent. I quite like it. You can see a little bit of sparkle, not much. There's his ears. His nose right in the corner there. And then the black piece is part of his eye. So I'll keep filling in his head. Then I'll get the next one, his head done, and then I'll just do their bodies. But I want to get these kittens done by the end of the year. That's my challenge for this one. If I get more done, well, that's good. But that's my aim on that one. I really enjoyed starting this one. It is in Pattern Keeper, so it does make it a bit easier. But I'll be love to work on that one again. Hopefully things settle down a bit and I can get back to my normal stitching of 1,000 a day like I used to. I'm slowly getting back into it. There was a time there where I was only doing 500-600, but depending on the day, life's just getting hectic sometimes, so you just can't sit and stitch all the time, but we do the best we can. Okay, the next one is the mug sale. Well, it's not a sale anymore. It's Shannon Christine Designs Deer Mug. Is that the one I'm doing? Yes. But this is the one I'm doing now. Doesn't look right. Hang on a minute. I'm just not with it today, am I? That's not the one I'm doing. That's why it didn't look right. So I'm doing the elf mug. The other one I've already done. So it's still Shannon Christine Designs mugs. So I'm doing the elf mug. Now these ones I'm doing 1 a month. Now I've done the border, which is what I did when I worked on it. So I've only got the mug to go. But I still want to get these done 1 a month. Now so far I'm on par. So this one I got 660 stitches done. Let's see if we can put that behind it. Oh yeah, you can see the white. So I filled in all the border of the white. And it doesn't look too bad on this. Does that block out the light a bit better? That's better. And it looks okay on this. This is rose 25 count, 28 count, 2 over 2. And I'm just loving the way this is popping. So when I start this one, I will start on the mug. Now I've got the first mug done. This is the second one. The other one's up under the top, which I'm not going to take out now, because if you go back to my previous video, or the one before that, you will see that I've done the first one. So that's not too bad, 660 stitches. Now this is one that I will be keeping out. So if I can try and work on this one every Monday, I should be able to get it all done by the time the end of the month comes. But time, I might even just do some on that one today, but we'll see how we go on time, because like I said, it's only early, but I'm not sure what hubby's doing today. We'll see. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is a Heaven and Earth design. This is Hubble Bubble Square by Lisa Parker. Now this one I've been doing for a little while. This one is done on 18 count Ada. Now I've worked right across the bottom. This cat is almost done, just a few ninja stitches around him. My challenge for this year was to get these bottles done. So that's what I'm concentrating on this time. Not these ones, just these ones. So there's 3 bottles. So we'll see how we go about getting that challenge done. Now I had a good stitchy day on this one. I got 900 stitches and I'm on 21.66%. So I had a really good day on this one. So this is what this one's looking like now. So I worked on the bottle label and just started filling out the area in beside, like the edges of the label. So when I start on this one again, I'll finish doing the label, finish filling this in, and then I gradually fill up to the neck of the bottle. But I'm also going to do, once I get the bottles done, I'll go around here and do the rest of the border, because there's a little bit of a border, which mainly is 939. So that'll be easy just to pick up and go along the side, but I love the way the cat's looking. So the only stitches I've got left on the cat is a few ninja stitches on his back and around his head there. Otherwise he's done. Oh, and I've got one ninja stitch in here to go. But otherwise that cat is done. I'm loving doing this. He looks so much like Tiger. That's where I got with that one. If I can leave them on the Q-snaps, I do. Some of them I have to borrow Q-snaps for the next one. Just the way it is. Okay. So the next one is The Big Bang Theory. This is just one I found on Etsy with all the quotes. Now at the moment I can't find her on there, so I don't think she's doing them anymore, but I got a pack of 3 Friends, which I've already done, Big Bang and The Simpsons as a package. So that's where this one is. There's a lot of back stitch on this one, more back stitch than cross stitch, so it shouldn't take too long. This one is an aim for a finish this year. And I'm pretty sure I can do that one. Now this one I did 352 stitches on. Anyway, I am counting it even though it's a pattern one, paper pattern, because I need it for my challenge group. So here we are on this one. So what did I get done? Okay, so I got Will Wheaton over here. This one's a bit hard to see because it's blue. And then I come down the bottom and got Oh Gravity, thou art a heartless bitch. Sorry about the swear word, but that's what it is. Excuse me. And then I got this paper, a rock, paper, scissors, lizard Spock done. So I've still got some more back stitch to do. I've still got a back stitch around Bazinga and the couch. Fruit Loops is done. Leonard and Penny, It's My Spot. So yeah, really loving this one though. It's just coming along so quickly. So I'm right across the bottom, so that's how wide it is. So when I do this again, I'm going to fill in what needs to be filled in here and get the bottom section done. I've got soft kitty head to do over here, and I'm not insane. My mother had me tested. So that's what I'm going to put in the bottom. Yeah, so loving that one. But like I said, that one's aimed for a finish. And I'm pretty sure I can get it done. Because when I sit down and stitch on on the ones that are more words than actual stitching, they don't take long to do. So I'm really liking those ones. I don't think I'll go to completely samplers or anything like that. I'd rather do the full coverage. But these are just thrown in there just for a change and to break up the full coverage. And not only that, so I get some finishes, because otherwise I've only got the big ones, and the big ones are not really close to a finish. Not this year anyway. Okay, the next one I have to show you is The Simpsons. This one hasn't got as much on it as the other one. Oh, that other fabric was 16 count on a blue that I dyed myself. This one is The Simpsons. Now this one's got more stitching than back stitching, but there's not a great deal in the pattern itself. So we'll see how we go with this one. Simpsons, where are we? Here we are. Now this is done on another 16 count, another one that I've dyed myself. I've been on a dyeing kick lately, so I thought I'd just dye some fabric. And so here we are on this one. So what I've done on this one is, I think sold was already there. So I did homie, I did the dummy, the skateboard, no, yay, and oh no, my life is ruined. So I've done all this up the top on this one in one sitting. So this one, I got 606 stitches. So as you can see, 606 stitches, that's a fair bit. Right, so this is the width of it. So when I start this one again, I'll finish filling in whatever's up the top, which is the Itchy and Scratchy Show, and then Itchy and Scratchy. And the clown. So that's what I'll do when I start this one. And then I'll go through and do all the back stitch. I don't mind doing back stitch, so even if I leave the back stitch till last, I'm fine with that. But we'll see how we go. I might end up finishing the top piece and then I'll back stitch the top piece and then move on. Not quite sure about the back stitch yet, which way I'll go. But yeah, this is one fabric that I've dyed myself. Now I am thinking of dyeing fabric and selling them on my Facebook group. Now you could probably see in the background here. Oh. Now these ones aren't for sale. These ones are already going somewhere. But this is an example of what I do. So there's this one. This one's a very large piece. So this is some that I'll be dyeing and putting into the group for sale. These are all Ada. I haven't dabbled anywhere else yet, just been dabbling with Ada. There's a nice blue. And they're all different. There's another blue. So they're all different. There's no two pieces will be the same. There's pink. There's another pink. But yeah, I just thought I'd try my hand at, because I like dyeing the fabric for myself and for a few other people that I've done it for. So I thought, well, I'll see whether this one's got a nice white or whitish spots. There's another one. Actually, in the camera, that looks like a cat or an owl. Never noticed that before. So there's that one. And then I've done some greens. I'm just dabbling in colours, venturing out. But these are the ones I've started with. These ones are not for sale, so I can't give you these ones. They're already been taken. If you're interested in fabric, when I start dyeing them, please let me know in the comments, and then I know whether anyone is interested. If not, I'll just keep doing it for myself. But I just thought I'd dabble in something different and, you know, give it a go and see if anyone's interested in buying them. There'll be fat quarters, which is 70 by 50. Now I'm going to start in 8. I've got to work out prices yet. Just depends how much I can get the fabric for and how much I get out of the meter, and you know how it goes. But yeah, I'm just going to dabble in 8 to start with and then see how far that takes me, and then if it takes me to a whole range, well then you've got a whole range. Just let me know in the comments if you are actually interested in it, and then I know whether to proceed with it or not. Just depends how many people I get interested. But I'll still be dyeing it for myself and for my friends that ask me to. So just let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, the next one is Pride of Place. This one is out of Cross Stitch Gold magazine. Doesn't say what number it is. Oh, I can search that up if anyone's interested. This one I am going to make it into a cushion, and then you can have Pride of Place on the lounge. Okay, so this one I got 950 stitches on. This one I really enjoyed doing. I didn't want to put it down, but time told me I had to. It was time to. But yeah, 950 stitches on this one. Now I had his eye done, and I had a little bit done here, so I'm just following up. This is nearly to the top of his head, but I'm really enjoying doing this one. This one is done on a 20 count. It's not one I've dyed. This is from Colour Cascades. Now I don't know. Oh, hang on, I do have the label. Is it Colour Cascades? Yes. This is Gold Digger Old World Map Style. So this is how this is looking. Now when I work on this one again, I'm sort of trying to fill in as I go. So I do a bit up and then I'll come back and then I'll fill in the colours inside. Because it's a paper pattern, I don't want to go too far and then get lost because you go from page to page. So I'm just doing the one page to start with, and that's taking me up there. As you can see, that's where the page ends. So I've gone a little bit over just so it doesn't leave a straight line. But I'm just filling in as I go. But I'm really loving this one. I had to do an eye to make sure it could see me while I'm stitching. So what I'll do is I'll keep going up and over, and then I'll go on to this next page and get his other eye done. But it's just another one I love doing. I think it's mainly because it's a tiger maybe, or maybe it's just because it's such easy to stitch on this fabric. I don't know, it could be a mixture of both. And I've just lost my needle minder, which means my needle has just fallen on the floor. 1 minute. Bound with needle. But that way I know I'm not going to stand on it, and neither is the cat. So let me just put this back on my project. There we go. Sometimes I knock them as I put them back in the bag. I try and put the needle on the back, but sometimes I still hit them. But that's okay. My first cup of tea of the morning, so I thought I'll drink that while I'm doing this. Okay, the last one I have to show you is Heaven and Earth, the Toy Shop by Aimee Stewart. And this is what this one's looking like. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. I'm doing this bookcase, the furthest one, right near the edge. Now I've been doing this where the tiger is laying down. So I've only got one more bookcase which I've sort of mapped out, and then I'll be on to the top of the house. And look how close it is to the edge, to the bottom. I am so close. So I'll get this tiger one finished, the next one, and then I would have hit the top of the roof. And there's only the one shelf by the looks of it, which is the height of the doll's house. So how cool is that? Nearly at the bottom. Now this one is done on 16 count. I've done it, this was one I started 2019. Now this is the first big hay that I'd started. Didn't realise that, you know, 16 would be too large, but that's what I started on. That's what I knew back then. I know better now, but this is why it's going to stay. So this one I worked on and I got 1,390 stitches and I'm 49.90%, so getting so close to that 50%. So I've been working on this one and I'm loving the way it's coming together. This is the border for the next one. So right here, right on this corner is where that doll's house is going to come in. So the doll's house hits the bottom. So the doll's house is going to hit the floor. So I'm not that far from the bottom. How cool is that? So when I do it again, I'll finish in this section and then I'll go down and get this section done. I'm just going to keep going down on this line of bookshelves, and then I will end up going over and coming back down to those ones. But I wanted to reach the bottom. That's my aim for the end of the year. So I'm just continuing on with this bookshelf. Now when I come to the doll's house, because it's on the corner, no, I don't think I'll end up doing the doll's house this time. Like, not this round down. Because it's on the corner of the bookshelf, which is okay, but I think I'll just keep doing the bookshelves and I'll get this elephant done and then I'll come back up and do the doll's house. But that's how I'm measuring how close I am to the bottom of the chart, and that's going to be cool. Now I have done all along the top, so I have done a fair bit on this. Like I said, I'm on 49.90%. 1,390 stitches I got done in the fortnight. So this one my aim was to do 200 stitches a day every time I stitch. Now that doesn't always happen, but as long as I can reach my goal at the end, I'm fine with it. So I got 1,000 stitches in it yesterday, and the rest is from doing a little bit here and there, but that's okay. So on the 7 whips, I've done 5,461 for the fortnight. Now I looked at the other ones for the fortnights this year so far, and they're all sort of on par. The only one I did really well was the second week in January, where I got 7,000. But life happens and you can't always do everything that you want to do. Okay, so the ones I'm going to be leaving in for this fortnight is Toy Shop, the Christmas mug, because I need to get more of that one done. I want to try and get at least, what are we now, 2nd week in, so I need to at least get, you know, a third of it done, the actual mug itself, and that way I can keep on top. Now the other ones that I'm going to do is Florentine. I had to think of what she was called then. Florentine, because this one I spun to do this fortnight, but I just never got to her. So hoping this fortnight I will get to her. I could even just work on her today. See what happens. This is a starting point for her. See, I want to get her done. I really love her once I start stitching on her. To look at her, I think, oh, I don't really fancy it. But once I start, I'm okay. Now, for this one, I want to get the cat done. Yeah, the cat goes on the outside. The cat and the little bits of flowers. So that's my aim for this one. So we'll see how we go with getting some done on her. Now that's a paper pattern. You know what the mirabilias are like. Sometimes they're hard to read because you go from page to page, but we do get there. We do get there in the end. Oh, that one's back down there so I know what I'm doing. Okay, so the next one I'll be keeping in my rotation for this fortnight is my Chatelaine Swan Lake. Now the aim for this one, I have nearly finished that middle section. I'm pretty sure my aim was to get this next section done. The brown, well, it looks brown. It's probably a goldy colour. Show you where I am on this one. There's so much in this bag. Hopefully, I didn't lose my needle. That's up. Now this one I put an arrow, so I knew which was up. So this is the starting point on this one. So I've still got another 3 of these to do around the outside, and then do whatever specialty stitches are in there. I've been doing the specialty stitches now. That's all done in there. The only thing left to go in there is a bead in the middle. That's it. That one, I've got no beads to go in that one yet. But I want to get the other 3 of these done around the outside. Now I should be able to get them done in one sitting, providing I have a good stitchy session on it. Well, this one is another fabric that I dyed myself. It's a 25 count. Could be 28. I'd have to look it up, but yeah, that's another one that I dyed myself. I brought blue fabric. I was going to do it on a dark blue. Excuse me. But when I remeasured it, it wasn't big enough. So I had a piece of white. And I thought, well, I don't want white. So, oh well, there you go, dye it yourself. So that's what I did. And I don't mind the way it's coming out so far, because all the dark blues just go well with the light blue. I mean, it does look nice on black, but I think it's going to look just as nice on blue. The other one I brought through, well, is Heaven and Earth Mini to Dar by Randall Spangler. Now my aim on this one is to finish all the lights up the top. So there's, it's only 3 hanging lights, but they go right across, so that'll be the top section. Let's hope I've got the right one in. Yep. Now this one is done on, looks like 20 count. This one's 2 stitches over 1, full cross. They're all full cross. This is how we are with this one. So what I want to do is, say from his hand all the way across, try and get that top piece done. Mainly 939. There's a couple of other colours in the posts here, but other than that, mainly 939. So I just want to get all that top piece done on this one. That's the aim for this year. Because if I keep going down and doing the dragon, and that's the fun bit. So sit down and do some mindless stitching on the blues, and I should be able to get a fair bit done. And the lucky last that I'm going to be doing is my little tiger. This one is one that's available in the Facebook group page. It's one that Nessa made up. It's not done by AI. So these ones are $15. There's a heap in the section. All you've got to do is have a look in the file section. This is in a bag I tried myself. I've made all my other project bags, but this one I did different. I've got a flat bottom, and I did put handles on this one. Just something I was dabbling in. So this one is on, looks like 14 count. And this one is one that I dyed myself again. See, I've done a lot of dyeing, so I thought I might as well see if anyone's interested in it. This one's just a nice apple green, and this is where I've started. So what I'll do is I'll just keep filling it in and then gradually building it up. Now I know this piece is very big. I can fit 4 of these on here. So I'll work out what other ones I'm going to do once I finish this one. I didn't want to cut it until I get the 4 done. And then I can decide whether I'm going to, because I'll show you what I mean. See, this is how big it is. So I can fit, I might even be able to fit 6 on here. And I might just leave it as is and frame it like that. I don't know. What do you reckon? I've just thought of that, because I can fit one there. Depending how big they are, I might be able to get another one there, but I'd get another 2 here with a bit of a gap in between them, and then 3 along the top as well. And then I might just frame it like that, or I'll do them individually. That's why I didn't cut it, because I wasn't 100% sure what way I wanted to go with that yet. But that's the start of the next one. So as you can see, I don't really need to spin any more this week. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. Now, if I get all them worked on, which I'm not going to say, yeah, no worries, I'll get them all done. I'd like to. It just depends on time. Depends if hubby's home, because if hubby's home, I don't get as much stitching done, because we do other things and what we need to do around the house. But at the moment, I'll stick with those 6. If I get time to do another one, I'll just spin the wheel and see what comes up, and we'll take it from there. But that's all I have to show you. I don't have anything else. I didn't get any haul. Everything else has been pretty much the same. Not much is changing at the moment. Yeah, we go to see Sister Act tomorrow night. You can't take photos inside, so I can only take a photo of us and then the screen, and then that's it. You can't do any more, which is good. They don't want people taking photos too many times in there, otherwise people aren't going to pay to go, because they'll be able to get it for nothing. So we're getting that tomorrow. That's for hubby's birthday, and then we'll see what we get done after that. So that's it. So I will be back on the 26th of February for my next whip update. I've been trying to do Stitch With Me's, but it's a bit hard with a full house, so you can't always find a time where it's really quiet, unless I do it really early in the morning or really late at night. So we will see. We will get back to Stitch With Me's. If there's any questions you have about any of my whips, or anything in general that you'd just like to ask or you want to know about, just leave it in the comments and I will get back to you. If you haven't yet joined, we do have a Facebook group, Fun with Cross Stitch. There's a few challenges in the main group, and then once you join the main group, you can go to Safari. Now, Safari is a base camp where you build your base and then you can put your animals on there. So you've got to do section 1 first in your base camp, then you can go through and do your section 1 in your animals, do section 2 in your base camp, section 2 in your animals, and so on. You build fences, you feed them, you house them. It's a fun game. It's all in the file section, easy to follow. You just pick your whip, make sure you put a start photo, end photo. It's easy. It's easy and it's fun. So pop along to that one if you haven't joined that one. And the other group we have is Fun with Cross Stitch Holiday. Now this is where we're travelling around Australia and around the world eventually. But around Australia at the moment, we're on Route 1 at the moment. There is a few people that are nearly to the end of it, which, great work. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Just keep stitching along at your own pace. Have fun with it. There is photo ops to get photos. As everyone gets closer to the end of Route 1, then we'll drop Route 2. But if you haven't finished Route 1 when Route 2 drops, don't stress. Don't think, oh, I've got to do it in a hurry to get to Route 2. There's no hurry. Everyone is stitching. We've made this game so that everyone stitches at their own pace. It's supposed to be fun. Cross stitch is a hobby. It's not a chore. So we've done it so that you can stitch at your own pace. We're not going to say, oh, no, you're too far behind. See you later. That's not going to happen. We're not going to say, well, you're too far in front. Slow down. No, that's not going to happen either. If you want to stitch really fast and go through really fast, sometimes you might wait a little while at the end of the route so that we wait for a couple more people to catch up before we drop the next one. But that's fine. I mean, Route 5 might be out and you might still only be on Route 2. That's fine too. And I mean, the way I'm stitching at the moment, I'm a bit behind anyway. So that's fine, but we'll just keep plodding along, having fun, stitching, getting your photos in your photo apps. Make sure you make up an album. You can put all your photos in there. Have fun with it. There is a chat group there if you have any questions. But just have fun with cross stitch. That's the whole idea of the whole hobby. So we have all the groups. You can reach me on Instagram, Fun with Cross Stitch. There's underscore in between each word. My email address is funwithcrosstitch@hotmail.com, which all those details will be down below. And I think that's about it for my waffling. So I might go and get this uploaded. It worked out to be about 40 minutes anyway, so that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be a 20-minute video done, dusted. But no, apparently I can waffle on. Things have changed. Well, I'll leave it there, guys, and I will be back on the 26th. Like I said, if I can do a stitch with me, I will. If there's any other tutorials you want, anything else you want to know, if you're interested in the fabrics, just give me a comment so I know how many people are interested, so I know whether it's worthwhile doing. Like I said, I'm still going to be dyeing fabric for myself and friends anyway, but you know, if it's something that you would be interested in trying my fabric, seeing the way I dye it, and you know, enjoy stitching on my fabric, let me know in the comments. Like I said, I'm going to start with Ada and I'm going to work up to all the different ones. Just depends on how much interest I get. Now I've ordered some more magnets for needle minders, so I'm going to be doing a lot of needle minders, and they will be up in the main group as well. Anything for sale will be up in the main group, but I'll always let you know on here when they're going up, and that way you know they'll be there. I have half finished my bag, so there'll be bags going up soon as well. It's all go. It's a bit slow this year, but it's all go. We will get there in the end. But if there's any specific bag you want, or needle minder or anything like that, just let me know. I can just whip it up. That's not a problem. Other than that, I will go and upload this and I'll let you guys go. Thank you for everybody that comes back. I should have said this in the beginning, but I always forget. Thank you for all for everyone that comes back and watches me every time I put out a video. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to all the new viewers that I have. And I've had a few new subscribers, so welcome. I hope you enjoy what you see. And I hope you don't mind listening to me waffle. I seem to waffle more than what I used to, but hey, we all get there. I'm only talking to myself as far as I realise. But I know you're all watching me out there. So thank you, everybody. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Show some love. And I will see you all in my next video on the 26th of February. So enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy your time with family. Enjoy your stitching. Stay out of the hot. Stay out of the cold. If you are having snow and cold weather, enjoy it, because we're having the heat. I'd rather be having the cold. We will get there. We've only got a couple more weeks of summer left, so then we'll be fine, hopefully. I'll see you in a fortnight, guys. Bye for now.